I've heard a lot from my buddy Andy Reinhardt, who we saw coming in here, that you hired, about the all-in culture.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about that and how'd you decide that was going to be the culture you implemented here, and what does that really mean to you?
Yeah, and I one of those things, first off, I had no idea that that was Clemson's deal, right?
Yeah.
Someone said, "Hey, by the way, the other Tigers
Yeah,
use all in."
use
I
all
said,
in.
I said, "Let me tell you
Yeah.
something. It just first
Yeah.
press conference, it came off the tongue, and I've had to stick with it since."
Yeah.
So we decided to put it
Yeah.
all over the walls. It's. I think about this. I deal with 17 to 23-year-olds. Our staff does on a day-to-day basis, and reality, to be part of college football, you can't just dip your toe in. You just can't be partial. You got to be all in.
Mhm.
And I'm looking for an all-in commitment from everybody that touches
Yeah.
these players on a day-to-day basis. That anybody that walks through this building, they're all in. And I constantly challenge our players. Hey,
Mhm.
it's got to be your DNA. It's got to be what you're all about.
Yeah.
And understanding that, as a staff member, as a head coach, regardless of what I'm asked to do, a grad assistant, whether it's Andy,
Mhm.
right, or the third string long snapper, let's
Yeah.
make sure we're all in every day. And then each letter stands for something, and without going down a rabbit hole, right? That A stands for attitude, right?
You can do this for an hour, couldn't you? You can talk
Yeah.
about all in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
But
attitude. Yeah.
the A stands for attitude. And I tell our guys all the time, if we've got 6 a.m. workouts, you got full control of your attitude. When you're
Yeah.
walking up that sidewalk, I don't care if it's 7 degrees outside. When you're walking up, and you've got to figure out, hey, am I going to make sure I'm making the most out of it today?
Mhm.
And then I start off, then that first L stands for little things. Everything in this program matters, right? And I go and I look and I demand it, right? Hey, what do you want out of this whole thing? And there's a reason why we've had the highest GPA in program history last season. I think there's also a direct correlation with that also having the first back-to-back 10-win plus seasons in 109-year history.
Mhm.
That next L stands for love. I think with this day and age, with the transfer portal, if coaches change jobs all the time, hey, let's establish a brotherhood here,
Mhm.
right? I'm not saying we're all going to be best friends, but let's have respect for each other.
Yeah.
That I stands for intelligence.
Mhm.
Constantly talking to our guys. Let's not just be, meathead football players. Let's have a great understanding. We're going to have the smartest football team every time we line up to take the field, but let's also teach them about other things that are occurring. Not only in society. Let's challenge them to read books. Let's bring in speakers that can educate
Yeah.
them on all sorts of things. And then that N stands for now, right? Let's have a sense of urgency in everything we do. Let's not procrastinate. Let's not worry about.
Yeah.
Let's attack it, right? We want to win the playoffs. We want to do all these things. It starts today, and we got to take that approach every single day. So all that encompassing is
All
kind
in.
of that all in.